At the edge of the North Atlantic, the Orkney Islands are home to some of the UK's most dramatic lighthouses. From Knoop Head on West Stray to Cantic Head on South Walls. And just as the sea here is constantly changed by its currents, so have the islands been changed by the movement of people and the languages they've brought with them. Lighthouse building began on the Orkney Islands in the late 18th century as part of a wider push across Scotland to make the seas safer for trade and travel. I've talked about the Stevenson family before. That family were notorious for building lighthouses all over Scotland. Start Point Lighthouse on Sanday, built in 1806 by Robert Stevenson, was one of the earliest in the Northern Isles. Later, structures like Hoy Sound High and Low and Knoop Head carried the Stevenson legacy forward. Centuries earlier, it was Norse settlers who brought Old Norse to Orkney, which evolved into the local language of Norn. For hundreds of years, it was spoken in homes, churches and marketplaces, shaping songs, stories and even the names of the very headlands where these lighthouses now stand. Later, Scots came north and took root alongside Norn, creating a bilingual community where two languages lived side by side. By the late 18th century, as Stevenson lighthouses were rising along the coast, Scots had become dominant and Norn slipped into memory. Yet it never vanished entirely. The Orkney dialect still carries hundreds of Norn words, a reminder of how languages linger even when they don't stand alone. Looking out from Cantic Head or across Hoy Sound's twin towers, you see the same waters crossed for centuries by traders, settlers and migrants. Just as lighthouses mark safe passage, language tells the story of how people have always moved, settled and reshaped the British Isles. What? The UK has never been a place of one voice but of many, intertwined and enriched by migration, a place defined by the movement of people.